Houston Texans.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Matthew Wright set to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they face 2nd and long. You had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bucs have the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Motioning right is Egbuka. Give here to the motion man. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Baker now from the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right. What? 118. That's it. Hey, uno more. 11. Look the hot.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Point it right, point it right. Kings, Kings, Kings.
From the gun, Mayfield. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Texans have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they
get it right back. That's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Real. Pistol. Done.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 42.
Buccaneer first down.
180.
Mayfield now from the gun. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
180.
From the red zone now. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Irving here from the gun. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
180. What's that?
First down, and they go right back to it. A pickup of just under half. They get 4, and now they've got 2nd and goal at the 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
180. Done.
There's a toss to White. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal.
180.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Texans 7.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line, first and 10.
Tony. Why Tony? Alert the hot.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Down. Hey, Uno more. 11. 19 Texans. Hey, Uno. Buggy. Why Tony? Good.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Oh, hey.
From the gun, Johnson. Get some space around midfield. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans trim the lead to 1. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans tie things up at 14.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180!
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry-up here. Here's Mayfield. Caught by his back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. Here's Baker. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll bring the tight end left. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Baker throwing again. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be first down, Houston. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
On the quick, right?
Stride to throw on first down. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Broken up by a big guy at the line. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game.
And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Matthew Wright for the extra point.
Right there to tack on the point after. And the Texans tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Alert, alert, alert. 180.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Mayfield now off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
180. Regular. Watch.
First down throw here, Mayfield. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Texans 21.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
What's up? 18. What's up?
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Alert the hot. Hey, uno. 11. Hey, south.
Stroud now on third. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3.
18. What's up?
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
18. What's up?
Here's Stroud again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22.
Why, Tony? Look to hot, look to hot.
To the air, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Sujay. Hey, uno. 11. Hey, south.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This is Noel. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans tie us up 28 all.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment.
At the 38-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Tight end in motion left. From the gun, Mayfield. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 3rd down now.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Yeah, we're 33. Run. Real. Alert. What's up?
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He finds Johnston. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
180. Regular. Done.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Mayfield to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Look the hot. Why Tony? Hey, south.
First down throw by Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
19 Texas.
Stroud to throw again on second. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
18. Look the hot. Why Tony?
Third and long for him here. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal.
180. What's up?
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Catch made. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 28.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. Looking over the middle, that's Knoll. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south. 18. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's a double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Swap. Another swap. 19 Texas. Hey, Uno Mars.
Here's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Lucky to avoid that turnover. Might need some more luck here if they want to convert on this 3rd and long.
18. What's that?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. Their route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive.
Charging down the middle, and they block it!
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Stroud has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
All right. 18. What's up?
Stroud completes it quick. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Escapes the pocket. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
On the quick, right? 18. Sujay. Whoa.
Again, Stroud. Going with a screen to Johnson. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Stroud. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game.
38. Texans 35. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 180! King!
Motion a receiver left. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. It's a big strike downfield to Anguka. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Texans 38.
Catch made, left side by Paul. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 18 on the play.
This is Cox going right back to Andrews. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Throws Cox. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 35.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. Tony.
Back to throw, Stroud. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, Uno March. Hey, Uno. 18. 11. Hey, south.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Has it downfield, working the left. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
All right.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On the quick, right?
1st down throw by Stroud. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Toss left side for Irving. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Baker now from the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is second and long.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Pistol.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. They cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
180. Real. Up, Justin. Stop.
Third and long for him here. Andrews snags another one. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Kings. Run. Point it right. Hey, alert. Watch out.
Third and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Anguka. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 22 out of that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Pistol. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. They'll come up on first and 10.
Pistol. Watch out.
Baker throwing again. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more. Hey, White Tony. 11. Hey, south. Good.
To the air, Stroud. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
The Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Cost, this is Noel. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Look the high. Hey, uno more. White Tony.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hey, south. Under. Buggy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from them. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Buccaneers 52, Texans 49. Matthew Wright.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Real. Hey, alert! Run. Stop!
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Gets some space around midfield. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
Regular.
One of the tight ends motioning left. First down, here's Baker. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Handoff headed right. Irving tried to fight his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Point it right. Hey, 180! Up! Watch out!
To the air on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Mayfield to throw for it. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
180!
First down throw here, Mayfield. Hits his running back. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Run. Good. 180! What's on?
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Put the body on the line for his team. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Real. Kings! 20!
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Hey, alert 33! Regular! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
49.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tony. Why Tony? 19 Texans. South.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Caught at the 20-yard line. And they are all the way into that red zone. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans got to score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
18. What's that? Hey, uno more. Hey, uno. Buggy.
Again, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Short pass brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Buccaneers 59, Texans 56. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's complete to Johnston, outright. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
20. Start.
They're going to pass it here. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Good. Hey, alert, alert. 180. Run. Start.
Back to throw. That pass complete to Irving. And the Buccaneers get that 1st down. And that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Kings. What's up?
Here he is to throw. This one finds Irving. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there.